everybody, and welcome to Ed's Boat. Recently I bought a narrowboat about 3 months ago, and what you're asking yourself is, how did I come to purchase a narrowboat? Well, at that time I'd sustained quite a nasty knee injury, and part of the therapy for getting back on my feet was to exercise. But I found walking very difficult. It was very hard on my knee and I couldn't go far. It got very sore. But cycling wasn't too bad until I got to hills. When I got to hills, that made my knee quite sore. So I needed to go cycling somewhere that was flat. So where is there that's flat? Canal towpaths. So that's what I started doing. I started cycling along the towpaths, and fortunately where I am we're not overblessed with lots of locks, so it was all pretty flat. And I started looking at the boats and chatting to people that own boats, and all the different types of people as well. And they all seemed to be having a great time, really enjoying it, and having a great time, really relaxing time, and the sun was out and it was all pretty idyllic really. So I started getting into it, and these boats were fantastic. There was big boats and small boats and really posh, well painted boats and some scruffier boats. And there were people that lived on them and people that had them just for leisure, and one or two on hire boats. And it all looked really good, and I got very interested. So I started looking into it. I chatted around as many places I could and as many people. And I went up to Braunston to the historic boat show. But I found all the boats ridiculously overpriced. And I couldn't see the difference between a £25,000 boat and a £65,000 boat. They all seemed to have the same equipment, and I don't know what made one considerably more valuable than the other. But either way, I just didn't like the idea of paying £40,000-50,000 for somebody else's idea of what a boat should be, and it might not suit my purposes. So I looked at project boats, and I went all round eBay and all round the internet for people advertising boat projects, and I stumbled into my local boatyard, and I asked them, have you got anything that would suit my needs? And they did. They had one boat that was a good candidate, and I put an offer in and it was rejected. I did go in a bit low, but it was quite a cheap boat anyway. So we haggled over the next sort of month, quite a few weeks, and we came to an agreement in the end, and I ended up buying this boat here, and we'll go into what it is and how big it is and what's wrong with it and what's right with it. So I bought it, and here we are today, and there's lots of work to do on it, as you can see, but a lot of work's been done already. To look at it, you wouldn't know the amount of work that's gone into it, the amount of man hours and expense that's gone into it so far, but it has been done, and it was essential work, and it does get me to where I want to be in the end. Now, my overall plan is to have this project maybe not 100% complete, but virtually complete by the springtime. Now, we're just approaching October now, so my work schedule is pretty tight, but we'll see if we get there. But in the meantime, why don't we go and have a quick look at how we all started.
Daddy's boat video take 6.
Is it that one? Is it that one? What about that one? It's around here somewhere. I wonder where it could be. Ah, there it is. Can you see it? Well, it's there. It's that one, just there. Let's have a closer look. And here she is, a harbour and marine boat built in the late 1970s, maybe a little bit earlier, and in need of a lot of work, a lot of attention and a lot of care. Over the next few months, I plan to repair her, rebuild her, get her water safe, get her water working, and put her back in and start cruising with her. Work started already, but more on that on a video later. In the meantime, let's have a quick tour round. Come with me.
Daddy's boat video, take 10.
So here we are aboard, and we're at the blunt end, and we've got lots of problems at the blunt end. Mainly, we haven't got an engine. There's one here somewhere. Need to find it and put it in at some point. But let's go inside and have a quick look round. So we go down the steps. Please excuse the mess. The housekeeper hasn't been in this week. And as you can see, yeah, lots to do. Hardly anything there really. Lots and lots of work there. The only job that has been completed is the floor is down and the ballast is in. But all the partitions and furniture, pipe work and the like has to be done. So lots of work, lots of fun to be had. Now as we move down the boat up towards the sharp end, just doing a bit of work down there. That's the outlet from the water tank. Still looking at that. And we get out into the well deck where it was earlier. And as you look at the well deck, well, it's very obvious that there's a lot of work needs doing. So we'll cover that another day. And we'll step out into the daylight a bit. So, there you are. A quick tour around the boat, a very quick tour around the boat. If you like what you see, why don't you join me on my journey as I try and restore an old narrowboat and get her back into the water with the help of my glamorous assistant.
Hello, like, comment and subscribe and leave a big thumbs up on this video.
There you go. As she said, why don't you subscribe and join us? And in the meantime, take care. We'll see you soon.